All right. Okay. We're live. Come here. No, come till then. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you heard his complaint, but I came in and he was over on the pillow. So of course I turned the light on. And then I sit down and he gets up off the pillow and comes over here. And then while I'm trying to set this up so that I can do this, he's like, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. And then I finally I needed both hands. So he sits on the edge of the couch and turns his back on me. What? Oh, he's such a... Okay, but you're not here to see my cat. Unless you are. That was Dante, by the way. You are here for a new design for living. So let's do the housekeeping and then we'll get on with that. Because he's now back on his pillow. So he will be less distracting. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. That will get you one email a week. Tells you what's going on for the week and the month. And the hot links are hot. So if it says click here now, it means it. It'll take you right to the information or the person that can help you get it. Hang on. It's a blind CC. Nobody will see your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. And then I will mention the social media merely from the standpoint of we do not monetize the social media. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is go like, subscribe, follow based on which platform you are on, and then engage with the individual posts by reacting to the post, commenting on the post, sharing the post. It bumps us in the algorithms. More people see our stuff. It's the goal. It's the goal of social media. So there we are. Okay. Now, a new design. Oh, I should tell you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark. Like on Instagram, we're Creative Life Spark. On YouTube, we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. So, now, and I'm the running Rev Ryan on all the social medias that I am on. So, there we are. Okay. Now, let's talk about the book. It's one of the last books that Ernest, worked on. I say worked on because it's possible that this is pulled together material that he had maybe already written or, from talks that he had given. I don't know because William Kinnear, it says Ernest Holmes here, but it also says William Kinnear here. So I'm wondering if what William Kinnear did was go through and pull together Ernest's work and then come to him and ask him specific questions. I don't know. It's a theory. It's a good book though. We're more than halfway through and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Because it's the process of science of mind. We have practical procedures today. That's the name of our article. And that's what this is. This is why and how to do this. I like to say science of mind is not a religion. We don't tell you what to believe. We teach you how and why it's important. We believe that what you believe is between you and the divine. So, we can give you our opinion, but we're not going to tell you it's doctrinal fact what we believe. So, although we do have a document that says what we believe. So, we are currently in chapter 14. We are finishing chapter 14 today. And chapter 14 is the abundant universe. And like I said, our title today is Practical Procedures. So let's find out what Ernest has got to say. In actual practice, we may find that in thought, we wish to deny every sign or evidence of lack and then follow up such a denial with an affirmation and its opposite. The denial will have much the same effect as erasing figures on the blackboard, and the affirmation will have the effect of setting down new figures. Well, that's excellent. Okay. Every now and again, there's this really amazing turn of phrase, and that's a really good example of what affirmations and denials are. In erasing the old figures and writing new ones, there is no forcing of anything. Rather, it is only a new decision that we make. And with a good-natured flexibility, we continue to reassert it until the seed time of our faith and conviction matures into a harvest of fulfillment in our experience. Okay, good-natured flexibility. He may say something about the good-natured flexibility in the next paragraph, but I'm going to say something about it now, because that is one of the things about Science of Mind. When we talk about this, we outline what we want, but we don't get real specific, okay? Because when we get specific, we limit Spirit's ability to deliver, okay? When we say it's got to be this house at this address at, then Spirit's like, well, one, that may not be the perfect house for you, and two, there are people in that house and they don't want to give that house up. So what are the qualities of that house that you really like? And let's see if we can't find you something that's available now. See what I'm saying? That's just an easy example. Same thing with a car. You can't specify a VIN number, but you can specify the qualities that you desire. Same thing in a partner. When you get fixated on one person, then you miss all of the other people around that would probably be better possibilities, but you're fixated on the one. So good-natured flexibility is necessary when we do this kind of work, because it allows Spirit to bring us what we're asking for in interesting ways. In interesting ways. So that's one of the things you want to bear in mind. Don't get too specific. Have that good-natured flexibility, and then when you start to see the hints and the clues and the go do this, you're open to it because you're not focused in one direction. It's like, my good is only coming from here. No, it could come from over here. But if you're focused in here, you won't see it. That's what that good-natured flexibility is about. All right? Okay, coming back. Naturally, all this calls for a deep and abiding trust, a complete conviction, and an equally great patience with oneself. For after all, we are human beings, subject to surprise and disappointment, to over-optimism, and sometimes deep depression. But through it all, if we maintain a calm and persistent attitude of gentle affirmation, the very pressure of this affirmation will gradually dissipate and reverse the negative thoughts and will redirect our lives. We'll so remold and recreate all of the conditions and experiences surrounding us that finally we see with complete conviction that we are on the right track. And we are on the right track when we know that our abundance does not depend on the things or the people about us. Okay? That's kind of important. We know that our abundance does not depend on the things or the people about us. Abundance, in our experience, resolves itself down to the simple basic fact that it is a matter of what we think our relationship to God is and the persistent pattern of thinking we establish for ourselves. Persistent pattern of thinking we establish for ourselves. And our relationship with the divine. Okay. The important thing right now is to know that we are headed in the right direction. Are our thoughts a little more constructive and more expectant of good than they were yesterday? Can we see that life holds more abundance for us than we have yet accepted? And can we accept more? And that's a really big one. Are we able today to maintain even a slightly more affirmative attitude than we have previously? If we are doing this progressively, we are certain to have an increasingly fuller experience of the limitless abundance of good that is ever available to us. Okay? So he's saying you don't have to do it all at once. That you can take baby steps. You can take incremental maneuvers. You can take all the time you need. But as long as you're seeing forward progress, as long as today's a little bit better than yesterday. And you know what? They do say 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Well, then you're just doing the cha-cha, and that's okay. You know? You're still moving. You're still doing the dance of life. And I appreciated that he said that we are all human beings subject to surprise and disappointment, to over-optimism, and sometimes to deep depression. Because it reminds us that we're all human. You know? We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And that's what this is about. Whatever our next incarnation is, whatever our previous incarnation is, right now we're having this experience. And I'm going to go with Ram Dass. In the end, we're all just walking each other home. So when we can help each other out, be more loving and kind to each other and ourselves, then we're moving in the right direction. So, all right. He always has this cute little wrap up in the italics of the chapter. So let's see what he's got today. The universe holds an abundance of all good things. What it may become to us is determined by what we think it is. We must let our thoughts encompass more and more of what we want, and at the same time become more of what we really are. Increased abundance of every good thing is always the greater possibility and becomes an actuality only as we accept it. I love the way he ends the chapter because he does these beautiful little wrap-ups. And just for a preview of tomorrow, chapter 15 is the power of love. So we'll get on into that tomorrow. But right now, I'm going to move on into the process of my day. So I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, and take care of yourself day, a take care of business day, a let's start wrapping this week up day, a cuddle your fur babies day, a drink plenty of water day, a be aware of it's a little warm here day. We're, in the upper 80s in the afternoon. So maybe start putting your sunshade up in your car day. This is a reminder. Oh wow, everything just popped out of my head day. A go look in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself day. A look in the mirror and see the divine looking back at you day. Talk to somebody that you hadn't talked to in a while day. Tell somebody a ridiculous joke day. Wear a fun shirt day. It says here for the shenanigans. It is a St. Patrick's Day shirt. So, and I spilled water on myself, so I was waiting for it to dry up before I could show you my shirt. A wear something fun day, or maybe did I just say that? I don't know. Have a good laugh day. And have a good day. And if that is too much pressure, because occasionally it is, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, an absolutely beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. Did I say you were a beloved expression of the divine? It always is worth repeating. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godly. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. All right. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9-ish tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time. Why do I do jazz hands? All right.